I'll just fuck with you on that.
Frogs will kick it away first. Coming out with it, it's Jordan. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. First down here for the offense. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Back to throw, it's Jordan. Now improvising. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on fourth down in his own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, and they convert. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. He need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up, and you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality in the ground game.
Going up top on first down. He'll throw it. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
As they come over the football 1 minute to go here in the first. Quarterback checking the play. Back to pass, it's Jordan. Bought a little time, lets it go. He finds his man. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
My old coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Eighth play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a third down conversion. From the gun, wants to pass. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. So now the offense is going to have to regroup. A turnover on the first drive of the game can bruise that confidence a little bit.
No doubt about it. It's so hard as an offense to create any momentum and get any confidence early when you turn it over at this juncture in the game. You're just trying to kind of feel out this defense, and you're formatting them, and you're trying different play calls to set things up for later. But when you turn it over on the first drive, it's hard to get that momentum started.
Caught in the backfield, it's Neighbors. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Wide out in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Horned Frogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. To throw, it's Jordan. Working that left side now. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Here comes the offense on second down.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? Come on, he just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
He's going to pass on second down. Dances away from the heat. He fires it out to the right. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Looking to throw it again. Pressure coming. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. On the ground, it's Cooper. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Back to throw, it's Jordan. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They'll throw it on 1st down. With the catch, it's Taylor. At the 20, he's got space. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. LSU quick to the line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Still on his feet. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've
Looking for a deep man. Snatches it on the right. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Dropping back, it's Jordan. Fires to the right. Got his man. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. He wants to throw. And it's picked off right at the goal line. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be. And the defense is going to get 2 for the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense in a bunch formation. Off play action on 1st down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Got rid of it just in time. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Pocket starts to collapse. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for 1 final play in this half. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. The Tigers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. He'll call for the fair catch here. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what our plan of action is now moving forward, Palmer. They might have caught them off guard a little bit. They know they should have made some adjustments.
Yeah, you had a chance to regroup and go back and think about, okay, where do we think we have our best chance of success in this game? Which side of the offensive line can we run to? Which guy can we throw to hopefully now have a much better 2nd half?
Quick pass on the fly motion. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Well, the upside is you could get a first down. The downside is you could blow the game going for it inside. He's going for it all. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. The Horned Frogs want to crank the tempo. What a play that time. They got way more than they needed to convert that fourth down.
But I love the execution of this quarterback. Everybody's sitting shallow.
Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
I don't know if I can quote the great Reese Davis. That was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Got his man on the right. Touchdown, TCU! And that one will put him up here in the second half. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Now the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Branch. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Looking downfield, it's Jordan. Makes his connection. He's got enough for... They'll spot it at the 37.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Using his legs, it's Cooper. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Brings up second down. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, TCU 12, LSU 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Quarterback checking off. Looking to throw on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to four-down territory. Here's third and short. They'll run play action. It's complete to the right. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. To the air, it's Jordan. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Well, it's the 4th quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds a man on the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Branch. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
Quarterback looks for a little space. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Well, they try to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted, like it always works. Quarterback sneaks are designed to get just 1 inch. Somehow you've got to come up and do it. But the defense there, David, they bowed up and stopped them.
Did a great job.
Touchdown, LSU! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Up by 1, they're going to try to get the deuce here and make it a field goal lead. Back to throw, it's Jordan. Still looking, on the move. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed.
And they fought and scratched so hard to put themselves in a position here late in the game to go for the win, but they just come up short on the 2-point attempt, and it looks like they're leaving this stadium with a loss.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. He wants to throw. Trying to get to him. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here.
Nice try with that dumbass
On
blitz.
second down, he'll fire.
Didn't work, buddy.
He wants a big play here late. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. That was fun, and it was big time, and it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dreamed about in the backyard, drawing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make the play to win. Your offense is going to come through in the clutch. Jesse, that's...
LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. Fair catch called for and made. Line gets set, first down. They'll run it. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
On the run, it's Jordan. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. And the Huskers moving quickly to the line. Moves around to clear up the vision. Complete to the right. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Back to pass, it's Jordan. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
That incompletion leads to second down and 10. The back goes in motion. On second down, wants to throw. Getting some heat. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's going to throw deep right side. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
Ball carried by the running back. Gain of 4. Brings up second down.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for a gap. It's Jordan. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 82 yards, and the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jordan. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. First down for this offense. Give to the back. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Jordan. They're trying to get to him. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll throw on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense. The ball falls incomplete.
This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on 4th down. Makes the catch, he's got enough. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Nebraska 7, LSU 0.
And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the offense. They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he'll be smacked to the ground. LSU right back to the line. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Might as well give it to him again. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. On the move, it's Cooper. Stop is made at the 35-yard line, a 5-yard gain there, and it's a 1st down.
You know, you start day 1 of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a 1st down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Looking to throw, it's Jordan. Coming after it. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offensive first. Absolute disaster by falling on that fumble. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He'll need some juice in that arm on 3rd and long. Pulls it in.
I mean, the great news is you just came up with a huge completion on 3rd down, but the bad news is you're still miles away from picking up this first because of how poor you were 1st and 2nd down. Moving forward in this game, the offense has got to do a better job early in the drive to at least give them a chance to have some success.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Complete downfield. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot.
Going downfield for the big play. Ball in the air, intercepted! And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Looking to pass, it's Jordan. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, he was licking his chops. As soon as he saw blitz, he knew some guy was trying to cover him man-to-man. Ain't gonna happen. With his skill set, he's one of the best in the country, and that is just way too easy.
Quarterback will audible. He'll come out throwing on first down. Forced out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smart.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll throw it on first down. Gets open down the middle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Splits the uprights. Good. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hunter. He gets a block. Gets it out to the 33 before he goes out of bounds. The Cornhuskers will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Jordan. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime, you riled yourselves up, and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Looking for a man. It's Jordan. Gets it out fast. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Just about any LSU offense will make you hold your breath when they play pitch and catch.
Yeah, just such elite playmakers usually, just such speed. And listen, when you're a defense, speed kills. And LSU, no matter who plays quarterback, they always got dudes that can fly out wide that absolutely scare you.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. It's caught. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
It's a really nice catch there, and I know LSU goes by the moniker of DBU, but you take a look at all the draft picks they've had in recent years, and with this guy and his talent, they may be getting consideration soon of joining teams like Alabama and Ohio State for wide receiver year. This guy is really good.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Jordan. Time to take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, LSU.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They're bringing heat. Quarterback all over the place trying to make a play, but eventually he goes down.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Nebraska 7, LSU 3.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unleashes one. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Takes the handoff. It's Cooper. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Second down coming up. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wants to throw. It's Jordan. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
And that's the danger. When you've got a receiver like that, if you blitz and you're playing man coverage, he's one-on-one, and he's going to burn you if you don't get home to the quarterback.
And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. A first down run in the red zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. Touchdown, Tigers! They move on top here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
And it's good, and he's got the lead up to 3 late. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Hunter. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And the offense makes...
Sad bitch. Fucking sad.
Frustration.
Fucking sad.
Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Blitz all fucking D. That's why you fucking lost. You want blitz all fucking. They don't know how to play the fucking game. This is fucking a game. The fucking new college, but they come out. You still trying to blitz all fucking D. That's cool. Do that. That's why you fucking lost. Cause you're fucking sad. You fucking sad. I suck, but you lost. I suck, but you lost. Get your stupid ass off of here. That's why you lost. I gotta clip that shit. God, he fucking trash. He fucking trash. Let me go save that shit, cause them niggas be so trash. and they be on that bitch swaying like they good. Man, blitz the whole fucking game. The whole fucking game. Just blitz.